FT-based process, right? It's not like
Yes, yes,
transaction-based. It's FT-based.
yes, ma'am.
So how is the quality for QP Capital? I saw a couple of emails with regards to escalations, and you have someone
Uh,
on PIP, right?
yes, yes, definitely, yes, ma'am. So I would like to highlight certain things and make things clear here.
Mm-hmm.
So these escalations that popped in is from the client end. We are not creating these escalations. So the escalation is coming from the client telling so and so person has missed out on these, and either you give us a replacement, or we have been given chances also to them. We I have records of the email. I'm sure you have seen the emails of the records. The records are from day one, because that's what is the instruction given to me, that whenever there is an escalation, recorded through an email and send it to Sendil. So that's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the last escalation for Smita, which Sendil was sending an email to Ashwin sir also,
Mm-hmm.
she has requested for 1 month time to work from home, and based on that, if she's improving and if she's not giving more escalations or coming up with any more escalations under her name, then probably she can continue work from home. Or that's a decision not from me. I think that's a decision to be taken by Sendil. So he has written an email, so that is not in my control anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
Anyways, that will be taken care because you've already, brought that to the
escalated.
management
Yeah,
notice. So
yeah, yeah.
that will be taken care. So, what I wanted to understand here is the process where you are communicating with the client through emails or through calls, because collections you will have calls, right?
Ma'am, we have calls, we have emails,
Hmm.
and we communicate with the customers with calls, emails. With
Hmm.
the clients, we have interaction through emails. Sometimes they call us, sometimes we call them. And there's a chat group, which is
Hmm.
like Slack,
Hmm.
where we chat uh, on regular basis, like every minute, every hour for the
Hmm.
entire 9 hours shift. That's ongoing thing. Chat is ongoing thing. Call is little bit rare. Like if it is the same thing, the client calls us.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it's usually through chat. And if there is something that needs to be forwarded, it's an email from the client, QP Capital. But when we are contacting the customers of QP Capital, it's through phone call and email.
Do you have the SOP with you?
Um, just a second. Think that was give. I have forwarded that SOP to Ashwin sir last time.
Hmm.
Um, I do have it, ma'am. I can
Yeah,
forward
can you
it.
just present that? No, you can
Yes,
present that to me now. No problem.
sure, sure. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Bhagirath. But it is blank. Just have to scroll, I think. It's just a white screen.
Okay.
Go to the screen which you want to present.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing that. This is on.
This is process flow.
Yes, ma'am. Process flow.
Hmm.
This is the this is the kind of reports that we try to capture on a daily basis.
Hmm.
Uh, this we cover it here itself.
Hmm. Go back to that Excel,
This
the
one,
first. Okay, you do a first call, follow. No, sorry. Go back to that Excel again.
this one, no?
No, the Excel. First call, second call, the one which you showed me. Follow up calls. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
this one. Okay.
Yeah. Number of invoices received, number of payments confirmed. So these are the POPs you received. Is there any target that you have to receive this many promise to pay, and how do you do a follow up on broken promises?
Ma'am, the target is set for collections team, which
Hmm.
is 100 invoices per day, and the
Okay.
conversion should be like 40 payments out of these 100 invoices called.
Okay.
So otherwise, this verification and the credit checks, which the team does, is a live thing. So it's based totally on the workflow on a particular day. Like how is the flow, incoming flow. So what we have a cutoff time for us like 2 p.m. That is Eastern time, 2 p.m. And our time is around 11:30 Indian time in the night, like 11:30
Mhm.
p.m. So until then, whatever is coming for the day, we are supposed to be processing those invoices for payment and getting those things approved. So just in case if we don't have certain paperwork or maybe certain details are missing on that particular invoice, that is the only reason maybe that we keep it pending or carry forward it for tomorrow until the carrier or the customer gives us a go to.
Mhm.
Otherwise, all the invoices are being processed. And when it comes to on call, I can show you the screen. This is the ring that we have, and we
Mhm.
get these messages like here, like
Mhm.
keeps coming the flow. And
Mhm.
we will see whichever is appropriate for credit checks. We will check. For example, I can show you that our team has worked. So the customer has put a MC number here. So
Mhm.
our team just goes and checks it in the Factorfox application and
Mhm.
tell them if they can be added for the
Mhm.
credit or if there is something denial on that. So
Okay.
this is also a live process, chat process, where we
Mhm.
have to sit in front of the system. That's the main criteria of
How
not
many of
missing
them
any entry.
are for collections and how many of them are for this verification?
So I can give you the average numbers, ma'am, but the spot on numbers is for collections, which is 100 conversion, like at
No,
least 40
sorry,
to
I'm
50%.
I'm talking total FTs. How many FTs for collections and how many for this?
On call is 3, ma'am.
Mhm.
Verification is 4, 2 are
Mhm.
CSM, customer service relation managers, and one is for collection. One person for collection. However, there is a verification person called Naveen. He's
Mm.
been asked to do half a day collection and half a day verification.
So 4 verification, on call 3, collection 1, and
2 CSM.
CSF.
Yes.
What is CSF?
Customer service manager.
CSM. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I heard it as CSF. So I was like, what is it? So it is total 10. So including
Yeah.
you, it will be 11.
11, yeah.
One more is?
One more is the new girl whom we are training for collections, ma'am. We haven't put her in the process yet. She's under
Mhm.
training.
So under training for collection.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Bhagirathi, I'm not sure how, if, are you under Sandil or Anish?
Sendil, ma'am.
Sandil, okay. I'm not sure if he's told you about the SOP procedure or the template what we have for Invences. Okay, I'm going to share that template. Just check
Okay.
with Sandil if he's already done that in the template. Okay, if he has done that, you can just check. You can ask him to forward it to you, and you can save that with you. So whenever I ask, you have to make sure that you show that SOP to me. So any changes which you have, like a process update or process change, process update and process change is two different things. So whenever you have a process change, for example, there is an application which is changed, there is something which whatever you're doing now, and you have to do something which is different. It's a process change. Okay,
Correct.
that needs to be updated on the SOP along with the
Okay.
date it was done. Process
Okay.
update is something which you get an update like, okay, this is, small updates. So that you can put it in an FAQ and keep it with you as a record. But if there is a
Okay.
process change completely, that has to be updated on a SOP. I will send you the format. But before that, check with Sandil if he's already done that. If yes, then I
Okay.
don't have to send that to you. You just have to keep
Okay.
that with you. Okay. And if
Sure,
you
ma'am.
receive it from Sandil, just forward it to me. I will just check that.
Sure, sure. We'll do that.
Okay. So as of now, I'm going to put no for the process order SOP for you. So once you send it to me, then I will put it as an S. Okay. So
Yes,
training
ma'am.
document, is that the same thing which you showed me? Do you have any training document provided with the client?
No, ma'am. Actually, the client didn't give us like exclusive training or something. It was
Mhm.
just training which happened lively basis. Like they used to sometimes call us, they used to sometimes just chat with us. What, to be honest, we have learned most of the things ourselves. The client has just guided us on what are the things that we are supposed to do and how we are. If we have a doubt, even today we go and check with them and then they just clarify it to us. So that's how the training has gone for
So
few
there
months.
was no document. Is this the on job training which they have given you, and you just go and ask them and take the updates from them? So
If
have
I
you?
asked them, now she will ask me only to prepare that sheet.
That is good. So what you can do, Bhagirathi. So see, what I wanted to understand here is, if a new hire is joining, so how do you train them? So you have prepared your own training document, and I know that the client has not given you. So
Yeah.
have you prepared any own training document for the new people?
No, ma'am.
How do you train them?
Initially, I think there is a training. Roshan is the person who trains for factoring, all the factoring process. I
Mm-hmm.
think he
The
has
basic
some
factoring thing.
documentations. Yeah, basic things. So
Mm-hmm.
when they get into the process training, we just train them live. Like we share
Mm-hmm.
the screen while we are talking to the customer. We tell them what we do, how we do it. When we are
Mm-hmm.
training for verification, we just show them how we work, how we process the invoice on live things. That's
Mm-hmm.
how we train.
Do you think there should be a process training documented from your end?
I
That will
think
be
the
easy.
basic training material that we should be having. I think so, ma'am. for QP.
Yeah, basic factoring is already given. I'm talking about specific process training. So, do you
Okay.
think it is required to document and keep it with you so that anybody who joins can go through that and keep it with them along with the SOP for them to go through the points whenever they get doubt, so that they don't have to come to you every time? There is a document in place where there is a step-by-step process where they have to just go. If in case of doubt, they can go there and check that. Do you feel that
Ma'am,
is?
we have this video for verification, which the
Mhm.
client has trained us. She also shared certain these presentations to us.
Mhm.
This is the presentation which she showed us. This was done like couple of months before. So this document we do have for verification. So she
So
said
that is what.
eventually she will do it for collections also.
Mm,
Maybe in the coming month, hopefully she will do it. That time
mm.
she will be sending us a presentation with the document. This document, we do have it in the email. Even though we have the presentation, we do have the like
The
she has
screenshots
shared
of
us the
that
present.
document.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she has.
Okay. That you can. What you can do here is, so in the video only the part which you're seeing the theory part. Take a
Yeah,
screenshot or you can copy paste and put it in a Advances template. There's a
okay,
PPT template where you
okay,
can have it in your folder that is called a training document for your team. Like an
okay,
SOP, you see all these things. I'm talking about compliance when you have an internal audit, because you're handling this process. You need to have these things in place.
understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
I will keep it ready, ma'am. Maybe by
yeah.
this weekend I'll get it done.
Yes. So all this, just take the screenshot, put it in a PPT template if you want. If you don't have, I will forward the template to you. So
Okay,
SOP, check with Sandil, training document, keep it in place. And then
okay.
what are the metrics you're following for this process?
Um,
Any SLAs or what is?
uh,
So you have
yeah,
your collections that is promised to pay, you told.
yeah.
Then which is the other one? Mm, on call and
On call is MC, uh, and credit checks and verification is approving invoices. So
so
we
how do
have
you do a
this.
quality check for these process?
So this is the daily invoice tracker that we have, ma'am, and we
Hmm.
have this file for every month. So these are the verification invoices that we have covered for today so far. So for
Hmm.
example, whatever is billed has
Hmm.
been completed, approving and
Hmm.
pending for payment. And whatever is here below, around 19 invoices are yet to be approved or paperwork checked. So it has been assigned to the concerned person. For example, this invoice has been assigned to Peter. This is
Hmm.
assigned to Anna. The rest
Hmm.
we are yet to yes, assign because maybe it's just popped in one. So the client has advised us to assign it according to the time it has popped in. So the fresh
Hmm.
ones will be waited. Whatever the old ones, we finish that first. So this is for the verification. Okay, ma'am. Now we
Hmm.
have this file, which is the on-call, that is a credit check file which we document it on a daily basis by the date like this. So for example, if I have to show you for today, we have done this many credit check calculated in the sheet here. Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Now the credit checks which is not ran in TransCredit, that is for example, which we can check it on the application only, which will say verified, so that we don't need to do calculations or we don't need to check on a special application. So those things we record it in the second sheet. Credit checks not run in TransCredit. So Devi, his pseudonym is Devi. His original name is Bharat. So from morning 5:30 till now, he has worked on 29 uh, credit checks plus this 12. So that's close to 39, 40, 41.
So
41
that is the production. That is the amount of work
production.
which has done. So how do you uh, verify those things? How is the quality check done? Is that done by your end, by client end?
Client also does, ma'am. Even I keep checking this we need to keep checking on live basis, so on a daily basis. So this sheet also I'm checking randomly what is happening. I check the ring also here, and
Mm,
then I check this sheet which I showed you just now. That is the verification sheet. Collections,
mm,
we have uh, this one. Like we have 2024 collections. We have n number of sheets which is opened here. Now, if I have to check this particular sheet, we download the file for maybe a week or something. So it's a bulk data that we work on like for a week or based on the number of data that we have. Once this sheet is completed, we again go back and open another sheet like this, and we put a date like this on which date we are opening and what is the aging of that particular invoices that we are working, which is 25 to 30. So whatever quality check that I have to do, I will go and check it randomly if it is matching what the agent is put here. Is it matching in the FactorFox? That is their application, which is I can show you this one. So if I
So
put the
the
invoice number here,
how many months, like the bucket wise, is it 0 to how many days invoice do you handle, and after how many days it goes back to the client?
basically from starting 25 days. Usually
Okay,
the collections rule is that we call the customer from post 30 days
after what,
aging.
25
However,
days?
yeah, after 25 days itself, we start the collection. So starting from 31, we usually start from 31 to 60. But if we want to do the 25 data, we download the data from here. We go up till 61 to 90, not beyond 90 plus. 90
Okay,
plus is taken care by the clients.
client. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is no any internal quality check. Whichever you do, it's been not recorded. It's just that you check randomly. So there's nothing documented, right?
So whatever audits that we do in a positive way has been appreciated to the agents. Like, okay, fine, they have done a good job. Clients also appreciate. But if there is an escalation, obviously that has been informed to the agent also, and it has been communicated to send that. So I do find some errors by people like randomly, which I don't really highlight it. So I just tell them to correct it, and going forward, just
Is there
correct it.
anything agreed quality from the client? Have you agreed on anything on that you have to achieve this
No,
much
ma'am.
quality every month? No.
Because, like I said, because if we do a mistake here, for example, in a credit check or in a verification team, if we do a error, maximum is if a person should get caught within 30 days of time. Like
Mm.
if there is an error or something. So either we catch the error within 1 or 2 days if
Mm.
we are smart enough. Otherwise, it comes from the client end. So if we catch it ourselves, we just rectify it. But if it's coming from the client, then I raise the escalation in the email and I record it for sending.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got that, Bhagirathi. So what I want you to do here, I don't know how it works for you and how much bandwidth you have to do that. So whatever
Mhm,
audits or whatever checks you're doing, get
mhm,
keep that documented, so that when you speak to them that this is an error, you need to get the feedback from them, that what is the root cause analysis you have done for that
mhm,
error. So
mhm,
when you ask the person that why this error has done, why did you do this, so
mhm.
obviously the person will have some answer for that, right?
Correct,
And
correct,
based on that you try to, so sometimes the answer is right, sometimes you're not convinced with the answer because you know the reality what it is.
correct.
What you can do here is, so uh, the whatever answer they give you, make a note of that. But as a manager or as a process which you're holding, you have to go to the root cause of that to know what is the reason that this person has made an error, and based on which you need to give a feedback and a plan of action should be in place.
Sure, ma'am. I
Okay.
will start implementing that right away.
So that documentation, if you start doing it, you will be knowing that month on month, which is the error a person is doing, how many errors are am I getting, how many. You can do an analysis on those things, and even if somebody is asking, so you will have a document. It will be documented, so that we can show that these are the audits done, these are the performance of for this month, how did we do last month. So this is how on higher end you're getting my point. So as a process, if somebody is asking you how are you doing as a process, you should be able to give an artifact for them. Based on that only you can justify what it is.
Correct.
Let's say, for example, there's an error. I'm just telling you, okay? So to justify that also, you should be able to show the artifacts to them that, okay, this is what I have done and this is what I'm doing it. So going forward, I will do this.
Understood.
Right? So if
Yes.
you just tell that I was doing this, I'm doing, the audits, they're doing good. Yes, appreciation is really good. If you receive any appreciation from the client, please forward it to us, to the quality team. We will issue GEM awards for them. I think I have given for most of them from QP Capital. Suddenly it has stopped. I'm not sure why. So Star Awards we are giving every month, so that you can continue. So the reason I'm asking here is the Star Awards is always based on certain parameters. That is your quality, your production, your attendance, or whatever is mentioned. Sendil is sending me those numbers. So I have those numbers for QP Capital. Let me check. Yeah, QP Capital, I have John Anish and Roja D.
Roja. Yeah.
So these are the two nominations I've got for Star Awards. So if you receive any appreciation from the client for any of them, or from the process or for the team, you can always forward it to Senthil, or you can ask mark me on that. And then we can have a team award, we can have a GEM award given to them. Okay. So these are the things you should be documenting. So error correction steps, I will put it as feedbacks given to them. And do you have a monthly or weekly calls with the client?
It depends, ma'am. Actually, like we chat every day, every single day. There is a conversation that happens from us, from them. But a call is only when it is like very important. That's when we get a call from the client. Otherwise, they don't bother us through calls.
Okay. So there's no dedicated quality checker. Is that you who are doing the quality random check, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There is nothing agreed on quality. Okay. So overall qualities, you find there's nothing that is bothering where you need our assistance. If there is anything, please let us know.
Sure.
Anything else, Bhagirathi, where you need our help?
Ma'am, I'm not sure if I can discuss these things, but the team was asking for a salary hike. That was a concern. That's one thing which is.
What is the tenuity of the agents who's asking?
We are all going to be close to 2 years.
But are you aware of the policy of Invensys that the hike is always once in 2 years?
Once in 2 years, yes, ma'am, I know that. But see, we have grown really well. Sendil sir knows that.
See, salary part, it's operations always. It has to go through Sendil and then through Ashwin and then to the management. So you can always approach Sendil. If you're not getting any response, you can go to your cluster head. That is Ashwin. Okay. So with regards to quality, if you have any issues on the data analysis, on any of the tools which you can apply, like 5Y tools, which I think I've already shared that to you, where you can apply that to check, to go to the root cause analysis of an agent, any other tool where you want to try and find out if the quality is dipping. So now that you have a good quality score and there's nothing which is agreed with the client, that is good. But having said that, you have to make sure that you have to give a target to yourself that, okay, 99% or 98% is something which I have to be there every month. To set up that and try to achieve that every month. And I think you will not be having any kind of escalations or any kind of errors.
Definitely, ma'am. I take your advice because maybe I have missed out on that. I think I will be following that going forward, which is going to be good for me as well as for the team.
Yes, there are certain things that will not come through client through your manager, but you have to set it by yourself. Being holding your process, being a manager, you have to make sure that these are the things which I have to put in place. These are the things which has to be in place, and I need to drive different thing through different way. So you have to
Yes.
start upskilling yourself.
Understood. I got it. I will start doing that right away.
Any help, you can always reach out to me,
Sure.
Achyuta, myself, Ashwin, so that we can help you. And like I said, the two things which I want from you, that is SOP and the training document. And as of now, I have put yes for the training document. Only you just have to put that on a PPT. And SOP, check with Sendil and let me know. Okay.
Definitely, ma'am. I'll
Only
do
for the SOP, I have put no. So that
Okay.
will mark down your score on a process audit. So when you give that to me, I'll put it yes. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
So for the new hires, you have online training or classroom training.
We do, ma'am, it totally depends on the person. Like, for example, this candidate Kavya, she is from, I think, some place in Andhra,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around near Chittoor, or I forgot where she said she's from, but
Mm-hmm.
she's outskirts. So she's being trained from online processing only because she works from home right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we are training her like online. And if it's a new candidate who comes and joins the office and goes through all the procedures from the office, they
Mm-hmm.
sit in the office only. Either I come down, Roshan sir, I think he trains for a bit, and then they are sent back home again because most of the people in QP, they work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Some people work from outskirts also, many people in fact. So we see how they are responding to the training. We give them work. Based on that, the decision is taken by Pendle and then they are sent back home. So until that period, they come to office and get trained.
Okay. So I'll mention it as online and classroom both.
Yes.
All right, Bhagirathi. So you are doing a great job and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully, yeah. So this is a governance call which we will have once in a month. So you can raise all your issues whenever we have a call, and we just try to check if everything is in place. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. I will do that.
So in case you have anything, don't wait for the call. You can always reach out to us.
Definitely, ma'am. I will do that.
Okay, Bhagirathi. Thanks for your time.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.